Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have a little short and sweet one for you because we are going to be doing my September favourites. So sorry this didn't go up any sooner. It's literally just because Revolution launched so much at the start of the month that I just had a whole week basically of reviews to do. So this is finally going up and let's get into it. Okay, so this is not necessarily a new favourite. I've definitely included this in my favourites before, but I have to give another mention to my NYX Marshmallow Primer. This is probably my most reached primer in my collection at this moment in time. Now, I've got a lot of primers in my collection, but this one is just one I always go back to no matter what. Not only is it a marshmallow primer, okay, I love marshmallows, but it is a really good pore filling and smoothing primer. I have it on today. I love this so much. I think it is £15, but I would pay that again and again and again and again because this is just so good. You can get a mini of this, but I have to get the full size because honestly, I'm surprised I have not run out of this yet, but it's definitely taken over my like e.l.f. putty primer and things like that. This is most definitely my favourite primer, probably that has released this year. I love it. Literally so much, it is unreal. Next is a blush I've been loving. So I reviewed the Colourpop and Powerpuff Girls collection, and I love the blush that come in that collection. Like, I do love the palette as well, but I have reached for this like a few times since I actually did that review because this is such a beautiful blush. So this is the packaging of the blush and this is what it looks like. It is just a very beautiful like corally sort of peachy shade. Oh, I just love it so much. It's very pigmented, so I only can use a little bit at a time, but it's just so good. If you're shopping on Colourpop, definitely recommend this blush. The colour is just absolutely beautiful, and as I said, it's really pigmented, so it has a good formula to it as well. I have a couple of eye products. The first one is a brow pencil. I feel like nobody talks about Rimmel anymore. Rimmel was such a popular makeup brand about 5-6 years ago. I mean, probably much more than that. When I was a teenager, Rimmel was like the go-to makeup brand, and I feel like nobody talks about Rimmel anymore, but they do have some absolute staples. This micro brow pencil is so good. I use this most days. So this is their Brow Pro micro pencil. I've got mine in 02 soft brown, and it is just a thin brow pencil. This is obviously affordable because it's from Rimmel, but this is a really good brow pencil, and as I said, nobody talks about Rimmel anymore. I myself actually don't have a lot of Rimmel makeup in my collection, but this is something I would continue to repurchase because it's such a good brow pencil. Very good dupe for like ABH Brow Wiz. If you don't want to spend 20 quid, spend like 6-7 quid on this and you just basically get the same thing anyway. So yeah, I highly recommend this brow pencil. Next is a mascara I've been loving, and I have been using it in quite a lot of my videos. This is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I have been using this just again so much throughout the month. This has such a good wand on it as well, like it's right up my street, and I just really like the effect it gives to my lashes. Like, this is a very good mascara. Maybelline, I find, do some of the best drugstore mascaras. My only other two I can think of that I prefer to Maybelline is Collection Lash Surge and Essence Lash Princess. They are my absolute two favourite mascaras, but Maybelline do really good mascaras as well. So if you want to spend a little bit more money, I think this one is like £8, £9, £10, and it's a very good mascara. I've always loved their mascaras, and this is a really good one as well. Next is the palette I've been loving this month, and as you can tell by the title, this is Carnival 4 by The Perfect. So Stacey actually released a completely different palette to what she's released the first few times, and she came out with a more neutrally palette. This isn't really neutral. You've got your greens in there, you've got your cool tones, you've got your warm tones. This is a very much autumnal palette. It is beautiful. This and Carnival XL Pro are my favourite two that Stacey Marie have done, without fail. I love this palette so much. The shades are beautiful. The formula is unreal. Highly recommend Stacey's palettes. They are just honestly some of the best palettes in the market, and the Carnival XL Pro is like my go-to rainbow palette, and then when she come out with this more wearable, not everyone's wearable is the same, but when she come out with this more wearable palette, I was so happy, because I feel like she came out of another colourful palette, people would have been probably fed up, but she came out with something different, and I'm so glad she did. This palette is beautiful. It is a little bit more expensive. I think this is $35, I think $34.95. I can't remember. I will obviously link everything down below, but this is definitely worth the money. If you can get a little bit discounted on any website, get it even more, because then you're spending even less money. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I highly recommend. So that is it for my September favourites. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below what makeup you're loving at the moment, and of course if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.